My name is Kieran Hand and I'm the consultant pharmacist at University Hospital Southampton. And we were lucky enough to be shortlisted in two categories, so staff engagement and antibiotic prescribing and stewardship. Our staff engagement project was really, it centred around our antibiotic stewardship nurse who was appointed to help us achieve the antibiotic stewardship sequence goals that were set by NHS England last year. And Emily has been a tremendous asset to our department, and she's really reached out to her colleagues, nurses and healthcare assistants on all the wards. She's done teaching sessions with dozens of staff and on dozens of opportunities, and she's really fired people up, and their feedback is just tremendous. They feel engaged, they feel that they can own this agenda, that they have, she's given them permission to speak up and to act as antibiotic champions. And so they remind the doctors to check prescriptions within 72 hours and to put a stop date on prescriptions on our electronic prescribing system, and to, the whole hand hygiene and infection prevention themes dovetail with the antibiotic stewardship themes. So Emily's just championing and surviving sepsis as well. So she's really ticking so many boxes, and I'm receiving tremendous feedback, and I think so much of it comes from her personality, and she's really embraced this as a crusade. She feels deeply personally about promoting stewardship and about conserving and saving antibiotics for future generations, for our children and grandchildren. And so we couldn't have wished for a better colleague to work with. Well, the second project was on antibiotic stewardship and resistance prevention, and again this was trying to achieve the sequence goals. And I think my key learning point was it was about collaboration. So it was a joint initiative between pharmacy and microbiology and infectious diseases, and one of our infectious diseases physicians, Dr. Julian Sutton, he took the lead as the medical lead, and myself and my colleague Hayley Wickens as the pharmacy leads. And together we reached out to the consultants throughout the hospital at their team meetings on a monthly basis, just to engage with them and listen to their concerns about the sequence and whether there was any scope to meet it, how we could do it without endangering patient safety. And the feedback I felt was tremendously positive. I was really worried that they were going to be hostile and feel threatened, but they reacted very well, and I think that was partly because we were a multidisciplinary team talking to them, and we had solutions for them, we had suggestions for them, that the ways they could safely reduce their prescribing, and there was no resistance really. There was a few kind of slight concerns, but we talked through it, but by and large they were totally on board, and they just wanted to crack on with it and said they would engage with their juniors, and we really think that is what made the big difference, was just talking to people, and instead of checking up on them and telling them off, it was just having a dialogue. Particularly with European Antibiotic Awareness Day in November, we make a strong effort to try and enrol as many antibiotic guardians throughout the hospital, and our pre-registration pharmacists do a tremendous job. They take laptops with them that are logged on to the Guardian website, and they press gang everyone into and very willing volunteers, I should say. They have their arms gently twisted, but with that extra bit of encouragement, we've had so many people sign up. I know they reached 100 last year and probably a similar number this year. But having that, the Guardian website and the initiative and just the strength of the brand has been so important. It just gives it all kind of that bit of gravity and the seriousness behind it, and shows that it's an initiative that's welcomed by the government and encouraged, and now it's actually going internationally. That's going to be even more powerful for us. So thank you to the team at PHE for driving that forward.